What's going on, guys? I'm Smack, and welcome back to One More Minute, the show where each day I get one more minute to talk about whatever I want. Minute 11. We finally passed the benchmark goal that I really wanted to get into. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to as many subscribers as possible, and I've actually been really pleasantly surprised. There's been tons of support for these videos, and thank you all so much. But yes, we are at the 11-minute mark. When making these videos, I initially planned on trying to get past 10 minutes. That was the bar minimum goal, as 10 minutes was the initial idea for this whole thing. And if you don't know, my other channel has a different series called 10 minutes. Each video, I have a full 10 minutes to basically talk about one single topic. And it's similar to the videos here. I normally try to keep to one topic while trying to talk all of this, and eventually it'll grow over time. But generally, it was more of an exercise for me to be able to condense information in such a small time frame, while also trying to pay homage to the older YouTube commentary space, where instead of super long, like 45-minute, 2 hours worth of just dumping knowledge onto your brain, which I love those videos to death. I think those are really cool, and I do want to make some of those videos. It's instead trying to pay homage to the older videos while also trying to condense amount of knowledge down to one little bit. And also, I'm not trying to script out the whole thing. I only have some key points, but generally that's a 10-minute format. Now with this is interesting. We're now past that. We're now past 10 minutes. We're going into 11 minutes, which is crazy to think about. I've been doing this for 11 days straight. And also I've been uploading on the other channel for 11 days straight. That's 22 new uploads, which I think in 2024, I might have had 22 uploads. So we've already done the amount of uploads I did in 2024, which is crazy to think about. Oh my gosh. And also we recently passed 200 videos on the main channel as well. So what does this mean? What does 11 minutes mean to both this channel and to me? It means a lot, actually. I think it's super cool that we've gone past that number already, and your guys' support has been great on that. But now what can we do? We've finally gone past the benchmark of knowing what to do over multiple practices. I now have a whole extra minute to talk about whatever I want, which is interesting. I get a whole extra minute to basically yap or whatever, which means like next episode, I could just talk about dental the entire time for 12 minutes. Should I do that? Leave a comment down below if you want me to talk about dental programs. That's actually crazy. I've worked for a dental hygienist or a dental orthodontist for a while now. So that'd be very interesting. But what I did want to talk about is the analytics space of YouTube. It's very weird. And particularly with these two channels, my goal is to learn more about the analytics of the world. And funny enough, it's actually inspired by Dream. If you don't know who Dream is, he's kind of a controversial topic now to really talk about. But at the time, whenever he blew up, probably one of one of the most influential YouTubers in the renaissance of Minecraft post their 20th anniversary, or not 20th, post their 10th anniversary. And what I mean by that is he initially was a part of the group that pushed for the Minecraft meme joke, where it'd be kind of like cursed Minecraft memes in real life or whatever, and eventually would cause the Manhunt series to start, which basically is one individual trying to beat the game while another individual hunts them down. And then eventually would start the Dream SMP, which would launch a whole set of new creators for a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers and now regular YouTubers now. They're two very distinct things. Minecraft YouTubers and regular YouTubers. Two different things. So, so when it came to Dream, he talked about, prior to jumping into YouTube, is that he focused primarily on the analytics. Now, he cited kind of narcissistic when he talked about this, where he was like, actually, I planned everything out and I knew exactly what I was doing. A little bit of that is luck, not gonna lie. You can't plan everything out. But what I will give him credit for is that he understood both the audience he was pushing towards while also understanding the exact kind of stuff they really wanted. And he kind of nailed it on the head. He has created a whole career out of it. And I think he lives in like a mansion with like 4 other of his best friends or whatever. So he's made it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna douse water on his parade. So, but what I can gather from that is, is what the analytics do matter. But the analytics are pretty darn confusing sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. And it's something where sometimes you have to go with the analytics and sometimes not. Recently, for instance, with these uploads, you might have noticed that they come out later at night for some reason. Most of my uploads for, I don't know, ever has always been normally like between like 2 to like 8 p.m. That's the time frame I've always shot for. And 2 p.m. is pretty much for the past couple years has always been when I upload. But now it's like 10 or 11. While it's a little bit of procrastination, it's also on purpose because what the heck? I recently uploaded a Marvel Rivals video that I thought would do pretty well as it was the beginning of the season, brand new gameplay, all that sort of stuff. It didn't do very well, which kind of surprised me a little bit. But what I did notice between the two uploads of that day, I think it was that upload and I think minute 8 or minute 9, I think. There's too many of them at this point, jeez always. But what I did notice is that I uploaded that at like 2 o'clock, and then I uploaded minute 8 at like midnight, basically, at like 11. And what the heck? I woke up the next morning, Marvel Rivals had like 7 views, and it's still at 7 views, while the other one has like 50 something. So like, is YouTube Analytics lying to me? It does sometimes give me a frame of reference of when people are logging in and watching my content. And what I thought was people logging in like probably after school, so like between 2 to 6, and then after work, which is 6 to 10. Seems more like everybody's just getting on at like midnight and watching YouTube on their phone or scrolling on TikTok and stuff like that. So if you guys want these uploads to be early in the day, I'm totally happy with that. Leave in the comments down below if that's just easier on your guys' schedule. But apparently you guys really like midnight uploads, so we're gonna keep it like that for a little bit. Jumping more farther into analytics, I think analytics are a very interesting science, I believe, that needs to be studied farther on the YouTube side. What I mean by that is I feel like there's not enough, like, I don't know, like stats majors that have made YouTube channels or like gone and helped with YouTube channels. And maybe there is, maybe like Ludwig found some stats major to make some like little YouTube channel on the side that's like multi-million subscribers or whatever. Maybe he's done that. But from my knowledge, I don't feel like there's enough stats majors that have made YouTube channels because I feel like they would own the space. Now, in terms of maybe making content, I don't know. I don't know how interesting a stat major could be. No offense to stat majors or math majors. I know a couple of you and you're interesting. But what I am trying to say is that somebody who could master the analytics could master the game of YouTube. And the person who I feel like has done that the best, and we all know him, everybody say it, Mr. Beast! Yes, Mr. Beast is probably the best at doing the whole analytic game. And how I want to describe that is him going through and basically making multiple successful channels off of one channel. So he has obviously the main Mr. Beast channel, and I believe the second channel he made might have been the Mr. Beast Gaming channel, which is smart for him as there's the gaming videos. There's also Mr. Beast Reacts, where he reacts to content. Another corner of the YouTube space, Mr. Beast Flirt, I can't remember how to say it. Mr. Beast basically charity, philanthropy, whatever that, how to say that is. Mr. Beast Charity basically is the YouTube channel. And he has mastered the game of having multiple channels. And instead of doing the normal thing of having your videos subtitled either through the AI bot of YouTube or hiring somebody to go and putting in captions, which he does do, he's gone a step farther by having multiple other channels that are dubbed in different languages. He got the voice actor for Naruto from Naruto to dub him in Japanese for his Japanese Mr. Beast channel. What the heck? Somebody who's completely mastered the world of YouTube, in my opinion, is obviously Mr. Beast. There's nobody above him currently, at least individually. Obviously, Mr. Beast does have his company kind of behind him, but it isn't like a T-Series thing where T-Series has been around for a while and also has created an entire record label to then build their YouTube off of. No, he was just some kid in North Carolina who started his YouTube channel at like 17 and is now probably the richest YouTuber, actually probably not the richest YouTuber, he doesn't spend that much money on himself, but the most popular YouTuber, as well as both subscriber count, which is the most, and view count, which is also the most. But yeah, I think that's generally what I wanted to talk about today. It was more like a YouTube space type thing. I don't know if I'll I don't know if I'll actually label it analytics or YouTube 11 minutes or something like that. But if you guys have any topics or discussions you want me to talk about, leave them in the comments down below. I try to respond to at least every comment when I can. And if I don't, and so that's generally what I wanted to talk about. I know what, just for that joke, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a little bit early. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna head out. Oh, damn, this chair's squeaky. Woo.